can increase productivity anywhere from 20 to 30%. Hey everyone, it's Andrew here from Semi Automation, and today I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips for RPA developer productivity. First tip hot off the press is having 2 monitors. Studies have shown that having a second monitor can increase productivity anywhere from 20 to 30%. Because you could be developing an RPA robot on one monitor, have documentation on the other side of the monitor. You could be developing an RPA robot on one monitor, have the system you're developing for on the other side of the monitor, or have a bot running on one monitor, and so on. If you aren't likely to have 2 monitors, or you use a laptop and you're on the go a lot, you can actually set up your iPad or tablet as a second monitor with apps like Duet. So you just simply plug it into your laptop or your computer and it can act as another monitor. Although it's not as big as, say, a 24-inch, a 27-inch monitor, it's super useful just to have there. You can have some bit of documentation, robot, or whatever you want on there. So highly recommend getting onto the dual monitor train. My second hot tip is smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. That will really help out my videos, and also comment below as to what sort of content you would like. That way I can keep on developing this YouTube channel out into the future and see what people want. So make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. That way this video will be at the top of the results and help other people with their developer productivity in the RPA land. Next up we have is shortcuts, or tip number 3. Every RPA application such as UIPath, Blue Prism and Automation Anywhere will have its own special shortcuts. UIPath has its universal search where you can search for actions to add to your robot. Blue Prism has hotkeys where you can navigate the menus and navigate the application simply using the keyboard, not having to touch a mouse at all. This will increase your productivity a lot, especially if you're in the same application day in, day out. It may be difficult to learn at first, but over the long term, I can absolutely tell you that this will pay off. I've done this for RPA development and programming, and I've also worked with people who just don't even touch their mouse or barely touch their mouse, and their productivity levels are absolutely insane. So well worth the investment, learning shortcuts, putting the time in for it. Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Tip number 4 is whiteboarding. As you can see, I've got a whiteboard behind me. Before you even think about developing a bot, you should whiteboard it, whether that's on an actual whiteboard, piece of paper, or drawing it out on a tablet, how the bot will work end to end. This is especially useful in more complicated bots. It will allow you to think about how you can build it in a logical manner with reusable components, how it's going to handle errors if there's trouble with the system, any problems it might encounter, and making your bot as robust as possible. So spending about 20 minutes to half an hour whiteboarding around a bot, grab your friends, colleagues as well to get different points of view, will really help you when you actually put your fingers to actual code within your bot. So really recommend doing whiteboarding. And finally, standards, or point number 5. Even bots need to have standards, believe it or not. We treat bots equally as well. So what do I mean by standards? Well, when you're developing bots, especially in a big team, you want to have standards around how your bots are structured with reusable components, naming convention, testing your bots, and code review, and so on. This will make it significantly easier for new people to onboard into your bot team. People who are maintaining the bots will have a lot easier time if they're all built in a consistent pattern rather than each bot being built in a different pattern. They have to figure out how the pattern works, especially when you have teams that are managing 20 bots, 30 bots, so on, and also just having a code review to make sure that these standards are being followed. So they're my 5 tips for RPA developer productivity. If you have any others, let me know in the comments below, or if you're using any of them today, let me know. And also don't forget to check out the description for my courses in the RPA world if any of them might help you out. Catch you guys next time. This is Andrew from Semi Automation.